from race here Jordan, and then this morning from Dublin and Cavan, a four-member of Cavan Gaels. So I'll ask referee Patrick Smith to commence the minutes silence from August.
So a minute's silence being observed as a mark of respect for the late Peter Sheridan. Now the Gaels and Mullahorn are ready to do battle in this Division 1 Under-16 League Final. The Gaels dressed all in blue and Mullahorn in their clear colours for today, shall we say. And the game gets underway, and it's Niall Collins who will boot the ball downfield for the Gaels, but coming out there was Ronan Fitzsimons. Mullahorn get the free out. James Bryady to take it, and James sends it up there to us, Kieran Fitzsimons. Kieran now being chased in there, and chasing him is Ross O'Reilly at the moment, but Kieran Fitzsimons from Mullahorn, that ball breaking free. John Murray is there to pick it up and get it out to Niall Collins, and Niall from his own 45-metre line will send it down now towards Sean Johnston, who's gone back to help his defence, but James Bryady was up there to try and stop the proceedings, but the Gaels now will come into the attack. That's a nicely weighted ball down there to Alan Coyle. Alan Coyle will feed it further down to Sean Riley. Sean from the left foot will turn it inside. Damien Farrell is on to it. That's good goalkeeping in there. Damien Farrell is still after it. They're in front of goal. They're trying to get it in. It's laid back. Here comes the shot. That's the opening score from Niall Collins. That was a good attack. It was good goalkeeping, and then great perseverance, Philip, to get the score.
It was a great save from Dominic Crudden. It was a good ball in from Alan Coyle into Sean Riley, and he chipped it inside. I think it was Damien Farrell who got the chance in there. Very well saved by Dominic Crudden, and as you say, Niall Collins, he persevered and tipped the ball over the bar. Niall Collins is on a member of the county under-16 panel, and a very, very accurate player. For a change, I see Mullahorn have changed the jersey, but I was always a bit sceptical. I thought there was a bit too much blue in their jersey. When Cavan Gaels played them, I thought both teams should have changed. I'm glad to see there's more yellow in their jersey. You can see them, for people like you and me, it's far handy to see them.
It's a very good idea indeed, and just a little bit of a delay as I think the goalkeeper's jersey is the one that's now being changed, and Dominic Crudden will don a different colour, because there is quite a similarity there. It is a slightly darker shade of blue, but there'll certainly be no mistaking of that red and white one. And I'm delighted to see that it's an Arsenal jersey he's wearing at the moment, although it's Gaelic football, because for many years I've been a Gunners supporter. Here come Cavan Gaels now with Nicholas Walsh, and Nicholas Walsh will drop the ball down inside, and that's Sean Riley picking it up, and that's another of the lads that I've been seeing from their under 12 or under 10s. That's a good interception by Owen Rowe O'Reilly, and near the end line, he couldn't just keep it in play, and it's gone out for the first 45 of the game. Now again, the sun has come out, Philip. It will dry out the pitch with that wind, and again, like the previous game, the wind may have quite a bearing on it. The Gaels have advantage of it in the first half.
Yeah, see, from up here, Tommy, it doesn't appear that it's wild, but when you're down on that pitch, the wind is strong enough. Now, it's a blustery breeze, but I think it's generally blowing in towards the town goals. You know, Niall Collins is a very fine strike at the ball now. If he's doing with him now, he'll get the distance. So it'll be very interesting to see how Collins kicks the balls on either side. If he's doing with him here now, they'll definitely go the distance. The other way, they just might not.
Here he comes out with the kick. That's just tailed off to the left, and it has gone wide, but he certainly got the distance in it, Philip, and well, with a kick or two he'll find the accuracy.
He played against Leeds from last Saturday in Beltor, but he came on as substitute. He scored 5 points from playing the second half. An extremely accurate player when he gets possession.
Out it comes, Damien Farrell is after it again, and I've watched him from the under-10s as well, and now that's a great goal, Ross O'Reilly. That is something he did all the way up from under-10. He's doing it now at under-16, Philip.
Well, that brings back memories of his father, Hawley, and Hawley scored a goal here in 1975 against Trillick, and something similar. Hawley was a bit further out, but it was, once Rossi got the ball, he knew where he was going, and it put the pressure on Mullahorn from the start. The Gaels would have been favourites going in, no doubt about it, but 1-1 now in the first 3 or 4 minutes, really putting up the Mullahorn.
So here comes Dominic Crudden's kick out. Out into the middle, ball bobbling around, and John Murray after it there for Cavan Gaels. John will lay it back, and that's nicely taken. Kevin Downs is still after it, and I mentioned Clare colours a little earlier on, and now I can mention that Kevin Downs' father Tom is actually from Clare and would be supporting them in the replay against Galway today. In goes the ball dropping inside. That's nicely contained inside, and it's played out to Ciaran Fitzsimons, hitting his own man, and Damien Farrell very alert. Now here comes Niall Collins once more, laying it off. Ross again chipping it in. That's going to miss the target. So when we look at the flags, Philip, particularly the goal flags down there, it's sort of diagonal wind. It's difficult to judge.
It is difficult to judge, but it's generally blowing. It's probably blowing into this corner here on our left here, Tommy. But even at this early on stage, the Gaels seem to be in control. They'll be very strong at centre field. Nicholas Walsh, an extremely strong player, and he's Collins with him.
And winning the ball there now. He is a very talented footballer, a talented hurler as well. And now, there's a good layoff. And look at. That's some moving up from corner back. Now, Michael Cook may have missed the target, but he had made the options. He had given the extra man to the Gaels coming up.
Yeah, well, I mean, this Cavan Gaels team, they've been together now since, I think, 8 years of age. So they've half their lives together. They won the Community All-Ireland, I think, in 1991, 92. This is what you might call the dream team coming through. And, I mean, I hope Mullahorn can put a game up to him, because winning games too easily is not good for anybody. But as you see already how
Nicholas Walsh again controlling it and supported by Niall Collins and Damien Farrell, but Damien beaten to it this time. Mullahorn getting the free out, but Kevin Downs is there. Michael Cook is there. Nicholas Walsh touches it on, but Paddy Cadden is there from Mullahorn, and the ball fed upfield, but Conor Rabbit got a touchdown to it. Now this is Ross O'Reilly, who took the pass from Noel Mooney. Ross will jab it inside. That's Sean Johnston in there. They're calling for it inside. He's going for the score. He takes the score himself. Now there were other players around him calling for it, but he had the confidence to go for it.
Yeah, well, you see, once again, I think Mullahorn were probably getting the ball past centre field there, and for once Nicholas missed one ball, but the half-back line of the Gaels, they're very strong. John Murray there now, he would be a nephew of Leighton Murray's, of Jimmy Fizz. There'll be a lot of football blood in that man there, and it is, as I say, it's an extremely good team, and Mullahorn have their hands full here now.
Out it comes towards the middle. Who will win it from the break? It's Nicholas Walsh, and Nicholas going down from the challenge. He's a big, strong young lad, and will soon be on his feet. Finian Farrell going in to attend to him. To my right in the stand is Nicholas's Walsh dad, who always through the years has helped me out so much with information on Gaels teams. I thank you for that, Tom. not make a full recovery. That will be a big blow to the Gaels in midfield.
Oh, it will be. Oh, yeah, definitely. He's a very, very strong player. He was out in Australia with the under-17s, the Irish team. So he's an exceptional player. He took a heavy tumble there, right. Both players went for the ball, and I'd say the tackle was accidental more than anything else. Nicholas will go 100% for the ball. If he has a collarbone injury now, it'll be a big blow to the Gaels, no doubt about it.
So Niall Collins will take this kick. Just about 8 minutes or so played in the first half. Niall launching a high one and a good one, and for under 16, Philip, that is great confidence in kicking.
Yeah, as I said earlier on, he's a very, very accurate player. I know he practices an awful lot from dead ball situations, and in the Gaelic football, as you know, the ball stops roughly every 45 seconds. He's the win then, see, he got the range, he missed the first one, he got the range there. He's a very powerful kicker.
They're worried about Nicholas Walsh. He's been switched to full forward with Sean Riley coming to midfield, but Sean has played at midfield indeed in lower grades, and it will be not an unaccustomed position to him. Here comes this other free for the 45-metre line, and Niall Collins to take it. This one going out to the right and going wide. It remains 1 goal and 3 to no score with well, about 9.5 minutes played in the first half. So it's Dominic Crudden to take the kick out. Out across the middle, and it's the Gaels who are once again coming into the attack, and that's a very well won ball by Nicholas Walsh, but that left arm is hanging, Philip. I think he's in trouble. Now here comes Ross O'Reilly. This is Niall Collins, who will chip it on for Sean Johnston. There's no way Nicholas Walsh can continue in agony like that. Right now there's a free. Paddy Smith has realised, Paddy Smith has blown up the whistle. He's realised the extent of Nicholas Walsh's injury, and J.J. Riley and Finan Farrell and John Fee going in there, and I don't think there's any way he can continue, Philip.
No, it appears to be a collarbone injury, and they're going to be very painful apart from anything else. See the way his left arm, he's hanging his left arm. Now, I know Nicholas is he's a very, very committed player. He wants to play on, but I think it's foolhardy if he plays on. I mean,
they're already getting a substitute ready.
Yeah, I mean, they can take him off, and if they're in trouble, they can try and put him back on again. But I think he's out for the day.
So that's a well-deserved round of applause for a very talented young player, Nicholas Walsh, who has been forced out through injury.
Substitution on the Cavan team, number 20, Philip Gallagher, replaces Nicholas Walsh, who comes off through injury.
So Philip Gallagher into the Gaels team. Sean Riley will remain in midfield, and that's James Bryady of Mullahorn. He'll try and lift the Mullahorn lads as he works his way up the field, jabbing it way up there. Finan Coyle is going across there, and Finan now trying to get it out, but it's won by Jody Riley of Mullahorn. Mullahorn coming searching, looking for their opening score of the game. Now that's a nicely played ball inside. Here comes the shot. That is the opening score of the game from Darren Sheridan. That coming on about 12 minutes of play in the first half. That's possibly their first attack, and well taken score.
Fine score. Oh, there, Tommy, it's a fine score. But you see, now Walsh is going out of that Cavan Gaels team. It's a big blow to Gaels. I know they were favourites, but Nicholas was the main man in there now. He took a heavy knock, he's gone off. As you say, that's the first time Mullahorn up the field. A fine score from Darren Sheridan. He took that kick well worked. So Mullahorn now, might see a bit of light now. So, you see how the Gaels cope.
His kick out is well taken there now by Mullahorn's James Bryady, and James laying it off. But oh, that's very well won back there now. But can he might? Kieran Fitzsimons might make something of it. So Darren Sheridan is preparing to take the kick. So here comes Darren now. Left footing it high in, it's punched on in there. It's still in Mullahorn's possession, but there's a free out. Gerard Riley was in possession but going down, and the referee awarding the free out. Sean Riley is back there to send away to Sean Johnston. Sean Johnston confronted by Owen Rowe O'Reilly. That's nicely did off to Niall Collins. Niall Collins approaching, now crossing the 45-metre line. Thought about the pass, then still continuing with it. Now thinking about the shot. And he sends it over the bar. That's a great run. That's a great score there from Niall Collins, Philip.
As I keep saying, he's extremely accurate. Mullahorn came into the game there a wee bit for the last couple of minutes. Collins has responded well, and Mullahorn will have to go tail him now if they're going to stay in this competition, because Collins will do. I mean, when he gets the ball, he's extremely accurate.
Alan Coyle has switched into full forward, and Philip Galligan at top of the left. That's the reshuffle with Sean Riley, who had come to midfield. That ball is boxed down there in midfield. Mullahorn now get the free, and Packy Smith not ready for it to be taken. Ronan Fitzsimons seemed to have been slightly injured. James Bryady missing the free, and Cavan Downs picks it up, and Cavan Downs will lay it across and go for the return, taking the return from Rasa, sending it inside. That's a nice positioning inside there now, and a foul on Sean Johnston. So Niall Collins to take the kick. The Gaels have got great options as well in free takers. They've got Sean and Ross O'Reilly with the left foot. They've got this man Niall Collins with the right. That's a little too strong across the face of the goal. He tried to judge that swirling breeze, but just hit it that little bit strong, Philip.
Yeah, he hit that one too strong. The Gaels have brought Sean Riley out to centre field. He's a son of Paddy Riley's, and he's with the county minors or the county under 16s as well. And he's a very powerful player, so they'll be hoping that Sean can replace Nicholas. Although, as I say, the loss of Nicholas Walsh is huge.
Sean's talented, but he hasn't got the same physique, but he's got a great football brain. Ross will lace it off now to Michael Cook. Michael Cook will jab it inside, and well, that was unlucky there as Sean Johnston almost got onto it, but it was a nicely delivered ball inside. Out it comes Sean Riley, John Murray. John Murray back to Michael Cook, lays it off to Cavan Downs. Cavan Downs feeding it to again to Sean Johnston. Owen Rowe O'Reilly will chase after him. Still Sean Johnston in possession, lays it nicely in, and that's Noel Mooney, and that's gone to the right, and that's gone wide, and well, they won't be happy, Philip, with those wides.
No, they appear to be a bit casual now, Cavan Gaels. You know, I mean, Noel Mooney took that kick there as if they didn't care whether it goes left or right, you know, and they don't mind themselves now. Mullahorn get back into this game. Ross O'Reilly's goal is a big difference, and it's put daylight between the two of them, but the Gaels will have to up a gear now if they're going to continue to win this game.
Noticing from the kick-outs that the wind has quite an effect on it. The ball swirling out. Sean Riley bringing it down, controlling it nicely. That's a good dispatch. Oh, it came back off the post. Now it may bounce in Mullahorn's favour, and the ball cleared nicely at the field. Now it's a free to Mullahorn. Gerard Riley hits it long. Upfield it comes. Jody was trying to get it, but the ball nudged out over the line, and Darren Sheridan will take the sideline kick just in around the vicinity of the 45-metre line. Drops it right across. Nobody claiming it at the moment, but there's a free out to Cavan Gaels just as Ross O'Reilly was about to come away with it. Finan Coyle out and out to Kevin Downs. John Murray will switch play across field. Now Rossa will lay it on to Michael Cook. Michael Cook going forward on the solo run. In now to Niall Collins. And Niall Collins with the kick. That's gone over the bar. That's another fine score. And it's 1-6 to a point with 18.5 minutes played in the first half. Out comes the kick. Philip, you were going to say something?
I see Cormac Brennan down there, and he's a mentor with Mullahorn. There's not much Mullahorn can do because the Gaels, there's Fergal Brady. He's the full back.
Well one coming out there.
He's full back of U-16s. The Gaels they're an extremely strong team, and Mullahorn are trying their best. And here's Collins again.
There's a lot of space opening up there. That was Collins who got in taking the point. He's the main scorer there in the point section anyway, but the space that opened up and the vision from Sean Riley, one can tell that they're together for so many years.
They're good, yeah, I mean, they're a good long team. They're a special team. It's like, I mean, Mullahorn, I was talking to Cormac last week, and they know there was an uphill struggle, and even with someone as talented as Nicholas Watch going off the Cavan Gaels team, you just see how powerful they are. Mullahorn, they're trying their best, but like the Gaels, they're just a different. They're a team apart.
And Darren Sheridan trying to find a way through, gets the free. Will lob that one in, but Fergal Brady is there to collect it, and Fergal in possession gets the free out. Quickly taken down to Damien Farrell. Damien dispatching it inside for Sean Johnston to run on to, punching it on, punching it in. That was 2/3 of the pitch in a couple of kicks.
Oh yeah. Fair play to Sean Johnston. Like, I mean, the ball bounced over his head. He kept his eye on it, and he flicked the ball past the goalkeeper. It puts Mullahorn in big trouble now. It's 2-7 to a point, and as I say, like, Mullahorn are trying their best, but the Gaels are a superior outfit and an older my own club, but they are an exceptional team.
An exceptional talent and guided by exceptional talent down there as well. And going across is Kevin Downs. Kevin now will lay it back for Fergal Brady. Fergal Brady will feed it for Finan Coyle. Finan Coyle has sent in a misplaced pass there now, and Kieran Fitzsimons will come forward. He's stopped in his tracks there. There's a free to Mullahorn. Jared Riley will take the free. Jared dropping it inside. But the Gaels are once again on the way out with it as Kevin Downs gets it out to Niall Collins. Finan Coyle, who made the catch inside. Now the ball comes out to Sean Johnston. Sean trying to slip away from Owenroe O'Reilly. Still Sean Johnston going. He's got quite a pace on the solo run. Now that's played inside. Alan Coyle, that's gone across the face of the goal, but that's spelled danger.
Yeah, it's a great ball from Sean Johnston. Sean Johnston's grandfather actually played with Cavan in 1937 and 38 in the minor teams, and the football is there. He's a very skillful player around his man. A lovely ball into Alan Coyle, and unfortunately for Alan Coyle and Cavan Gaels, he hit it wide, but it did spell danger.
So Dominic Crudden's kick-out will come outfield. That's very well held by Paddy Cadden, who will get the ball up, but again quick lay off the block was Conor Rabbit. Conor Rabbit feeding the ball down to the middle, but James Bryody is there for Mullahorn, and James Bryody will lay it off for Daniel Smith. Now it's picked up there by Kieran Fitzsimons. Kieran Fitzsimons has got Jared Riley running to the middle, waiting for the pass, but Damien Farrell was back there. Finan Coyle is there, and now it's cleared way down there to Sean Riley. Sean turning and showing good use of both feet, as this time he right foots it right across. Now Alan Coyle was doing some pulling there. Mullahorn get the free out, and they'll get another for the foul on Kieran Shields, and that will be retaken. Kieran Shields will send it infield, but waiting for it there is Niall Collins. Niall Collins will lay it back to Damien Farrell. Damien Farrell trying to jink his way on, and Philip Galligan will now lay it in to Niall Collins. Niall trying to slip past the defenders. Jonathan Dalton and Paddy Cadden were trying to close him off. That's away over the end line and gone wide. 23.5 minutes played in the first half. 2-7 to a point. Out comes the kick. That's very well held there now, and Gerard Riley will send the ball up towards Jody Riley, but it's broken away by Fergal Brady to Cavan Downs. That's played across there now to John Murray, and John Murray will feed it out to Sean Johnston. Noel Mooney has gone on the run inside calling for it, but Sean Johnston still with the possession as Owen Rowe O'Reilly puts in. Ronan Comiskey is there as well, and the ball breaking to Sean Riley. Now it's into Noel Mooney. Noel Mooney into Niall Collins. He mishandled it, pulls on it and sends it over the bar, and even though he mishandled it, Philip, he still got it tapped over.
He's a very powerful player, Niall Collins. He must be 6'1", 6'2", well built. As you say, the first touch wasn't the best, but Cavan Gaels now scored 2-8 to a point. They've kicked 9 wide, so it's a fair indication of how strong they are. I can't add that they've lost their main star, Nicholas Walsh, as well. So Mullahorn have an uphill battle, and they'll keep fighting with Mullahorn, and a couple of scores now will do the game no harm, and I hope they get them.
Out it comes. Conor Rabbit got a punch on it, and now Ross O'Reilly will lay it off there for Niall Collins. Niall then to Sean Riley, and Sean from about 40 metres out sends it high and sends it over the bar, and that's 2-9 to a point. And the Gaels, they're taking advantage of the breeze. They're kicking from 35 and 40 metres, kicking with accuracy, Philip, and a team like that is very, very difficult to contain.
Oh yeah, they're extremely confident. You can see it. I mean, that team has won the whole way up, and you can't beat success. They've been well trained, well nurtured. It doesn't happen overnight. Mullahorn are doing the same work out there, but as I keep saying, this is an exceptional team. Mullahorn will do every bit as much work as we're doing in Cavan Gaels, but these boys, well, I mean, they've won all Ireland, so that's the difference.
And Darren Sheridan gets the free. Darren will lob it on there now, but that's John Murray to Ross O'Reilly. Out it comes now, Philip Galligan. Noel Mooney is out to pick it up. Ronan Comiskey is after him. That's John Murray, who's moved way up the field. John going for the shot as he drops it in. Alan Coyle tried to flick it on. That's gone wide, and it remains 2 goals on 9 to a point. It's but 26 minutes or so played in the first half, and Dominic Crudden, he's been pretty busy with the kickouts between scores and wides. 11 scores and 8 or 9 wides is quite an amount of kick-outs. Here comes Niall Collins. Niall going for the shot. Niall going for the point. So once again, it's the turn of Dominic Crudden to kick out for Mullahorn. Out across the middle of the field. Conor Rabbit takes the return from Damien Farrell, lays it in for Niall Collins. Philip Galligan moving in. Galligan will drop that one in, and that's goalkeeper's ball, and Dominic gets it out part of the way to Owen Rowe. Now it's Ross O'Reilly, and Ross jinking his way forward, now going for the shot. That's going to go to the right and go wide. It remains 2-10 to 1 point in a very silent Breffni Park.
Yeah, well, unfortunately it's all one way track. Before Cavan Gaels, Mullahorn, they can't get the ball passed on the field. And as I said, Sean Riley come out. He's a big, strong man. He's son of Paddy's. He come out to the middle. Himself and Niall Walsh or Niall Collins are very strong. And then you have the half back line there. John Murray in the middle. See, there's Sean
Once
Riley
again, another fine catch, and that's very well dispatched. 2-11 to 1 point. Out comes Dominic Crudden's kick. Again, the Gaels win it in midfield as Sean Riley now tries to drift forward. James Bryody is after him. Paddy Cadden was going in there as well. That's a huge kick. Now that is a huge kick under pressure, and how can anybody answer things like that, Philip?
No, I mean that's pure football. Sean is a very strong man. He's the whole way up. See, he's a big man there. He's been tackled, fairly tackled. He let fly. He judged the win. You see the way the pin curled in, but I'm afraid Mullahorn have a few problems, unfortunately, because it doesn't do Cavan Gaels any good to be so much in the lead. Like competition.
It's half time, Philip, yeah. So we'll continue with our analysis.
Yeah, I mean, Cavan Gaels would prefer a stiffer challenge. As I say, it's nothing to do with Mullahorn. I keep emphasising this that team that they've beaten all the top teams in Ireland in their age, and hopefully for Cavan Gaels and for Cavan football, these boys will stick at it. But 16 years of age, 20 years of age, 24 years of age, it'll take its toll. If the Gaels can hold on to these boys, they have some future.
Future indeed, and right now the teams are going to the dressing room for their break. We'll also take a break, and we'll come back to bring you the pictures and the story of the second half. The half-time score, 2-12 to a point, and for football's sake, let's hope that those lads in blue and gold can notch up a few early scores in the second half and give the patrons here a little bit of excitement. The second half underway, and James Bryody is playing in midfield for Mullahorn. Trying to come forward, but they're on the possession, and John Riley sending the ball up. That's nicely held by Ronan Simon. Now it's James Bryody once more, having taken the pass from Paddy Cadden, dropping the ball down. Kieran Coyle is there. Knocked down. Gerard Riley sends it across the face of goal. That's a chance for Mullahorn, but Ronan Higgins' shot was desperate in there. Tried the goalkeeper, Patrick O'Keefe, and now it's Kevin down since out to Niall Collins. Becky Smith has blown the whistle. Michael Cook has gone down injured. Philip, there's just about a minute or so played, but at least Mullahorn have started the second half pretty positively. They've looked for the ball, they've tried to launch the attacks.
Yeah, the wind is there, and they're starting top there now. As I say, a couple of scores from Mullahorn do the game the world of good. I'd love to see it. They're trying hard, they're trying their best out there. The Gaels are, as I said, that's a bit and strong. But a few scores. I think young Cook, he must have hurt his wrist there. We have a sub in there, number 22.
So Michael Donnelly going in.
Substitution in the Cavan Gaels team, number 22, Michael Donnelly replaces number 4, Michael Cook, who was injured.
And now it's Kevin Downs laying the ball off to John Murray. John booting it way up there now towards Philip Galligan, and the Gaels getting the free. Once again, the rain coming down here in Breffni Park, and that will leave conditions very treacherous as Noel Mooney feeds the ball on to Niall Collins. Niall Collins for the ever-running Sean Johnston. Sean Johnston tackled by Paddy Cadden, slips away as Owen O'Reilly comes in. That's a good score there from Sean Johnston. Two defenders coming in. He had great balance to cut inside and showing great use of both feet. That time with the left, Philip, he slotted it over.
Yeah, he's a fine player there. He was tackled well enough the first one. He went inside the first tackle. Then, as you say, he's 2 feet. And backs, no matter how well they're trained, won't cope with a player with 2 feet. And as you see what he can do there, he's got great balance. And a fine score from Sean Johnston.
Dominic Crudden's kick out, and Damien Farrell holding on to it. Damien now laid it off for Philip Galligan. Philip will play it into the path of Damien Farrell. Damien again looking for support, gets it in Philip Galligan. He'll play it short there now to Ross O'Reilly. It runs away from him. It's pretty near the end line, and tackling it back there is Ronan Fitzsimons. Now it's Kieran Fitzsimons who's coming out with it. Rolling it on there now to Jared Riley. Jared about to be tackled by Niall Collins. Still Jared Riley in possession. Will release the ball now. Gets it across there to Kieran Shields. Kieran Shields will drop that one in, but that's gone to the right and it's gone wide, and it scores the need, not wides, to try and well, ignite some little bit of a spark into this game. It's 2-13 to a point. Out comes the kick. Ross O'Reilly. Ross feeding that one up to Philip Galligan. And nicely off to Damien Farrell. Damien Farrell, oh, that's a lovely ball inside from Damien Farrell. And Sean Johnston is going to make space for himself to pick it up. He'll lay it back to Noel Mooney. Mooney will lay it inside to Niall Collins. Collins will chip it, but into the arms of the goalkeeper. And Dominic Crudden will get the clearance out into space. But that's going to be Sean Riley's to pick up. Sean, advantage played by the referee, Packy Smith, as Sean Riley goes forward. Now laying the ball inside for Sean Johnston. Again Johnston laying it back. Here comes Alan Coyle with the shot. Alan Coyle with the point. And, well, the Gaels, they're scoring at will.
Yeah, all the Gaels are very dominant, and it's great to see Cavan Gaels throw the ball out there. Sean Johnston, he gave it across Noel Mooney, who gave it to Collins, gave it to Alan Coyle, Sean Riley. They let the ball do the work, and in the end, you see Alan Coyle, he got the space, he tapped it over the bar, and it's skill football at his best.
Out comes the kick. Ross O'Reilly tapped it down, but Kieran Fitzsimons picking it up for Mullahorn, and Kieran will send that one downfield. Kevin Downs breaks it down, doesn't hold on to it. Kieran Shields picks it up for Mullahorn. Kieran Shields will send it across, right across in the middle, but Finan Coyle is there, and now the Gaels, once again, as Kevin Downs takes it up, will clear their lines as it's played out now to Conor Rabbit. Conor Rabbit punching it through the middle. Sean Riley. And Sean trying to slip away from Kieran Fitzsimons. That's a Gaels free. Left across to Sean Johnston. Laid inside to Niall Collins. Collins laid it off for Damien Farrell. And Damien, a very tricky little player. Now it's Ross O'Reilly who will send it into Alan Coyle. Alan Coyle in along the end line. Laying it back to Niall Collins. Collins going for the point. 2:15 to a point. Dominic's Cudden's kick coming way out the field. Cavan Downs. Free to Cavan Gaels. That's fed out towards Philip Galligan, back to Damien Farrell. Damien dropping it in. Alan Coyle will chase after it, but Owen Rowe O'Reilly is back there, and Owen Rowe will deliver it out for Mullahorn. And Paddy Smith has blown the whistle because there's two Mullahorn players down. Well, one of them is injured, the other may only have been making inquiries as to the extent of the injury. But certainly there's attention called for. The game about to restart. Gerard Riley, well, he's still hobbling a little. James Bryony picking up the ball for Mullahorn will try to lay it forward and succeeds in laying it forward there now to Daniel Smith, and Daniel Smith will drop it inside. That's touchdown there now, and that's nicely sent over by Ronan O'Hagan.
Good score there, yeah, and he took that point very well. I hope Gerard Riley, he took a bit of a wall up there. He's with the county under 16s, footballers and hurlers. But that's a fine score from number 10 there from Mullahorn, Daniel Smith. And a few more scores that might, Ronan O'Hagan might brighten up the game. The rain really doesn't help matters either. It's making the pitch slippy again. And a few more scores from Mullahorn now would do the game a world of good.
That's a well-placed kick out to Niall Collins. Being chased there by James Bryony. Fergal Brady then lobbing it out towards the line and out over the line on the far side. Sent in towards Jody Riley. Have to lay it off to Kieran Shields. Chipping it down the line. Line ball to Cavan Gaels. Cavan Downs into Niall Collins. Collins into the space for Sean Johnston. And Sean taking on the defenders, but being forced towards the sideline. That's gone out over the line. That's a line ball which Darren Sheridan wants to take, and Darren Sheridan sends it down, but Conor Rabbit is there. Conor is fouled. Sean Riley with the free. Sean Johnston will send that one forward. Alan Coyle. Alan was being chased there by Ronan Fitzsimons. Now this is Damien Farrell. Damien Farrell playing it into Niall Collins. Inside now to Philip Galligan, and Philip Galligan will chip it, but chips it wide, and it remains 2:15 to 0-2. Beneath me I saw some people moving back up in the stand because something we haven't seen in quite a while, and that's rain, Philip.
Yeah, well, it's fairly raining now, and it doesn't have the conditions at all, and the pitch is very slippy now, and the game obviously is slipping away from Mullahorn. The Gaels are they're in kind of overdrive at the moment. If Mullahorn got a few scores now, it'd liven things up, but it is a very dull affair, and so that's football, as I say. It's not the Mullahorn bad, it's got a very exceptional Cavan Gaels team.
And just that blocking down coming now, it's Noel Mooney. Alan Coyle had been involved in that. He's involved again. The ball now will come back out to James Bryony, and James this time will clear it out here towards Jody Riley. Sean Riley is there as well, but the ball knocked away. Jody persevering, picking it up, and Jody will set it over, switching it over now. Adrian Brady way back there helping out in defence, and Adrian trying to come forward with it. But like you say, Philip, conditions are slow, slippery out there now. Down it goes. Niall Collins bringing it down for Cavan Gaels. Niall now will lay it in to Ross O'Reilly. Ross now going forward. Free to the Gaels. Sean Riley to take it. Well, Sean decided against it, and Niall Collins has come out to take it. This time he's going to practice his skills from the ground. That's sent out over the end line and sent wide.
Scoreline, Croke Park is All-Ireland quarter final. 5 minutes in the second half. Clare 2 goals, 7 points. Galway 8 points.
Out comes the kick. Onro O'Reilly. Noel Mooney sending it in to Sean Johnston. Rolling it on to Noel Mooney. Kick blocked down inside. And the clearance added to by James Bridie to Gerard Riley. Gerard now with the support of Kieran Shields. Kieran drifting in, getting it nicely inside. Jody Riley's kick is partially blocked down. Daniel Smith, it's a goal from Daniel Smith. They got a touch, Philip, but it needed.
Ah, yeah, it got a touch, and Gerard Riley's very strong centre field there. He made a great run down there, and the Mullahorn players, they played the ball in. They got a bit of a break when the ball broke to Daniel Smith, and he placed the shot low, and it's a goal, and it's badly needed, and a few more scores now might brighten things up. But Gerard Riley is trying his best for Mullahorn out there, and he's a strong player, and you see what he can do when he can get possession like that.
And Conor Rabbit brings it down. Booting the ball up for Sean Johnston. That's a foul on Sean Johnston. Conor Rabbit up now to Noel Mooney. Mooney booting it on. But once again, one can see that the slippery conditions, that's a fine example of the conditions at the moment, as Ronan Comiskey slipped there going for it. Alan Coyle about to take the free for Cavan Gaels up here on our right. 2:15 to 1-2. That's how it remains as it's sent out over the end line. And the time is 13 and a half minutes played in the second half. Mullahorn are introducing a substitute. Philip, I think you've got an entire list of the Mullahorn team. 18.
Rating is Raymond Lynch. Raymond Lynch.
So Mullahorn are continuing to attack. It's Ronan O'Hagan, I think, who's come off as the ball is dropped inside. The goalkeeper is in there, Patrick O'Keefe, getting it out, and now the Gaels will complete the clearance as it comes up to Niall Collins. Niall will fist it back into the middle, a slightly off balance for the moment. John Murray regains his composure, gets possession. Fergal Brady will send it out towards Damien Farrell. And Damien now picking it up for Cavan Gaels, up to Sean Riley. Sean Riley will send it further on. That's nicely intercepted back there now. It was Ronan Fitzsimons who sent it out, but I think it's on its way back in again with Sean Johnston. Sean being chased by Onro O'Reilly, slipping away inside. Still Sean Johnston, jinking his way through, crashing it to the net. 3:15 to 1-2.
from the Mullahorn team, number 18, Raymond Lynn, replaces number 15, Ronan O'Hagan.
Now, while you were away, Philip, that was a fine piece of skill from Sean Johnston. He just slipped through like an eel and buried it.
Yeah, he's a fine player. He's on his game today now, and he saw the opening and he took it. And once he got inside, he fairly buried that ball. He kept it low. He kept his head. But it's the skill he has. He's great balance. He showed it again there. He's going to go left, then he went right, and he just outfoxed a few of the Mullahorn boys, and that's talent.
Here comes the Gaels again with Damien Farrell, and that's a great score from way out on the left there. (3:16 to 1-2). Connor Rabbit. Connor not fit to control it, so Darren Sheridan picking up the possession from Mullahorn. Darren will lob it inside. Picked up in there by the substitute Raymond Lynch, and then coming back and Darren Sheridan sending it over the bar. The one thing we'd say about Mullahorn is, despite the fact of what's on the scoreboard, they are not hanging the heads.
No,
they're battling.
Yeah, they're plugging away. Darren Sheridan on the 40. He's a strong player down there. That's a good point. He was there was 4 or 5 Cavan Gaels players around him. He got through there. He's a big, strong ass, and he's trying hard. You have to compliment Mullahorn the way they're playing football. It must be very frustrating to be at the end of a score like that. But they haven't resort to Anton only playing football, and they must be complimented for the manner they're playing football. As you say, they're hanging their heads. They're playing there with a bit of spirit. That's from Mullahorn, and it's a credit to them.
And here comes James Bridie, has taken the pass and still following on in there now. Jody Riley pulling on it, but Finn Coyle is back there to get it out to Cavan Downs. Cavan Downs will lay it out to Sean Riley, and Sean then will lay it off once again for Cavan Downs. Into the space for Niall Collins. Up for Sean Johnston. Again, Sean will bide his time, take on the defenders. Right across there now. The shot from Philip Galligan, but that one missing the target. A free to Mullahorn, and Darren Sheridan is the one who's going to take it. That's way down there. That's Damien Farrell who's running onto that, and as he's done all day, the quick layoff. That's chipped over there now from Alan Coyle. 3:17 to 1-3. But I have to admire, Philip, right from the offset, the quick layoffs from Damien Farrell. He's very, very aware of what's going on around him.
He's a very, very unselfish player, and I know there he's only scored 1 point, but he's involved in so much in the game. It's unbelievable. But as you say, Cavan Gaels make the ball do the work. They give the ball to a man in a better position. Alan Coyle there run onto the ball there, and I know he struck it well, but Damien Farrell, as you say, he did the horse work and he gave it to him. We've another example there with Sean Riley.
And here comes Niall Collins with the shot. And another white flag for Cavan Gaels. 3:18 to 1-3. Mullahorn introducing another substitute.
Not there.
We'll follow the play as Niall Collins will send it out towards Philip Galligan, laying it back for Niall Collins. Free to Cavan Gaels. Sent inside. Ronan Comiskey is there to clear it out. John Murray to knock it down for Cavan Gaels. Onro O'Reilly for Mullahorn. That's going to come to Cavan Gaels' Niall Collins. Out now to Sean Johnston. Johnston combining there now with Philip Galligan, and then Sean Riley sends it in. Dominic Crudden takes it in there. Dominic clears it out. Ronan Comiskey will chase after it.
Substitution on the Mullahorn team, number 24, it's Sean O'Grady. He replaces number 10, Daniel Smith.
So, Sean O'Grady in the game. Mullahorn in attack at the moment and winning the free. Darren Sheridan going across to take it. Out to the right and wide, and with just over 22 minutes played in the second half, it's 3-18 to 1-3. We got an update from the hurling quarter-final a little while ago, but I've got the feeling that there's a lot more noise there than there is here at the moment. Kevin Downs. Kevin playing it through the middle. That's nicely lit off to Sean Johnston from Philip Galligan. Johnston going through, chipping the shot, chipping it over, 3-19 to 1-3. Out comes the kick towards the middle. And once again showing for possession and winning it is Sean Johnston. Again finding the man in space, who is Sean Riley. Sean soloing in. And the referee has gone in there now and blown the whistle because Sean, while he was taking the shot, seemed to get the tug. Now, it's not as if the Gaels need it, but they're getting it, Philip.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was probably more from a foot block. It was nothing malicious. Mullahorn, he just put his foot out, and well, so as you said, they don't need it.
So Damien O'Connor is going into the game, and the ball is blasted over the bar by Alan Coyle from the penalty.
Who? Noel Mooney. Yeah, Noel Mooney. Yeah. Looks like. Yeah. What? It's Damien, isn't it? Damien.
Out comes the kick. Philip is just about to announce the substitute.
Substitute on the Cavan team, number 21, Damien O'Connor, in place number 13, Noel Mooney.
Ross O'Reilly with the free up to Alan Coyle. Alan laying it back to Damien Farrell. Damien Farrell across into the middle. Darren Sheridan is there to work his way out, getting the free and jabbing it downfield towards Jody Riley, who's nudged there, and there's a free to Mullahorn. Jody will leave it and Gerard Riley will take it. Gerard hoisting it in high, punched on in there, but Finan Coyle is there to grab it and to clear it out to Niall Collins. Nicely flicked up and immediately laid off, and John Murray is blocked there. John Murray gone down injured. A word to Gerard Riley from Packy Smith.
More accidental, probably Gerard could have got out of the way, but I don't think it was anyway malicious. He hit him already, but I think that Gerard was just in his way and John kept going. It's not a reflection of what went on in the game, and Packy did a great job. Well, he hadn't a hard job, but he did a great job in keeping the players cool. And as I say, it must be frustrating for Mullahorn. They've tried their best, they played football the whole hour, but when you come up against a team like down at Cavan Gaels, it's very hard, and they played football, and I can't compliment them enough for the way they played it for the full hour.
So there's about 4 minutes or so left in the game, and here come the Gaels again with Sean Riley and Kevin Downs. Kevin Downs will boot it away into space for Damien Farrell, but he won't catch up with that one. Sean O'Grady to Jody Riley. Jody being chased by Niall Collins. That will be sent across into the middle, and John Murray is there, but they're still after it as Mickey Danley gets it out. Now it's Sean Johnston. That's slipping down out over the line off the hands of Damien O'Connor. So Ronan Comiskey will send it inside. Conor Rabbit for once missing it, but Mullahorn battling to the end. James Bridie drops it inside, but that's going to roll out for a 45. Gerard Riley will be the kicker. Floating in. Packy Smith has called it a day, and so here in Breffney Park, and a scoreline of 320 to 1-3, a very comprehensive victory for the Gaels, Philip.
Yeah, and I know I keep saying this, but that is an exceptional Cavan Gaels team. They've won everything the whole way up, in not only in Cavan, but in Ulster and All Ireland, and it's no disgrace to Mullahorn. They played football through the whole hour there. Gaels, even with the service of Nicholas Walsh after 5 or 6 minutes, just show how strong they are. And Mullahorn, I know they're disappointed and they're frustrated, but I said they tried their best. But I've seen a lot of underage football, and players like Sean Johnson there, Sean Riley, I could name the whole 15 of them. They're exceptional players. They've been well looked after, well nurtured for at least 10 years, and that's what it takes. That's what underage coaching all around about. I only hope for Cavan Gaels' sake these boys stick at it. 16 is one thing. You come to your 20s and then you come to your mid-20s where life gets a bit complicated as life goes on. I hope these boys stick at football because they have a great start, and I hope they appreciate what was done for them.
Well said, Philip Finnegan. We'll move down now and try and get the presentation.
So, I'm sorry. The chairman kind of board come down and asked me to make a presentation to Cavan Gaels. I do want to be a Cavan Gaels man, and it's a great privilege to make this presentation to a very exceptional team. But before I do that, I have to compliment Mullahorn. No one way we're come down, no way the way they play football. As I say, this is an exceptional Cavan Gaels team. The one All-Irelands, the one Ulster Titans, the one County Titans. It's no disgrace the way Mullahorn play today. I compliment Conor Brennan and Colin Brady in the way that even though from early on it looks like Cavan Gaels is the best team, Mullahorn plays football the whole way through, and the credit to them. And I really appreciate that. The other teams might deserve this practice. They played football the whole way through, and I have to compliment it. Let's give them a round of applause, number one. I'd like to thank Paddy Smith, the way he refereed it, but I say that he no problem refereeing, both teams out to play football. And before I hand the cup to Mr. Walsh there, I'd like to compliment my own club, Cavan Gaels. For all the work done in the underage the last 20 years, and it's down for now. There were many good teams in Cavan Gaels down the years. This one is exceptional. But the same work is into the same teams. And when people like the chairman, Paddy Riley, the honourable chairman, Philip Fowler, to James O'Reilly, to Conor Tarpon, to John Free, they've all done the work. Their confidence is all reflected on the field, the players play the football. So without any further ado, I will send the cup to Mr. Walsh.
Lads, panel, I'd just like to thank J.J. Riley, John Philly, and Philip Farr for training the Gaels throughout the year. I'd like to thank the Gaels panel myself on the hard training put out through the year with the under-16s and managed. I'd also like to thank Mullahorn for the game on the day. It's just we were better side on the day, that much stronger. 3 cheers to Mullahorn. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Thanks very much.
Hello, the Mullahorn captain, Gerard Riley, will say a few words.
Let's thank Colin Barron and staff to work from over the year, and let's thank the team for the effort put in over the last few weeks.
Good afternoon. Thanks, Jerry.
The teams and their mentors make their way out of the ground, also the spectators. It's congratulations to Cavan Gaels, it's commiserations to Mullahorn. We'll wrap it up here in Breffley Park in Cavan and say Slán agus Beannacht.